Thank you for watching, and thanks for joining us on what is a notable night for us here at the show. It's our 18th anniversary tonight. That's right. Our show is finally old enough to smoke. You know, on January 26, 2003, on the night our show premiered, we had a packed house. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were in the Super Bowl. The big hit show on ABC was The Bachelor. It was a different time. It was, truth be told, 18 years ago, we were on live after the Super Bowl. Our guests were George Clooney, Snoop Dogg, the Super Bowl MVP, and Coldplay played out on Hollywood Boulevard. Tonight, I'm doing a show for 20 reluctant staff members and my wearing face shields. And my guest is my cousin. So, my cousin Sal is here tonight. Sal has a new book. He wrote a book about gambling. And another old friend who's been with us since year one, making his 43rd appearance on this program, Anthony Anderson. So we have good times in school. A lot of memories. This is interesting. Someone thought it would be a good idea to dig up the first joke I ever made about Donald Trump on this show. Yes, it is about his hair. And here it is. This is from 17 years ago, January 13th, 2004. You know, they say it's going to be the coldest week in 2 decades on the East Coast. It's supposed to be -8 in New York over the next couple of days. Wow. It's so cold in New York, Donald Trump's comb-over broke off. We rehearsed that all day. It was a simpler time. We also looked up our first Joe Biden joke. And this one was from August of 2008. Barack Obama's freshly minted running mate, Senator Joe Biden, also spoke tonight. And I have to say, after all the name-related problems this campaign has had, why Obama would pick a vice president with the last name Biden is beyond me. Not that there's anything wrong with the name Biden, but Obama, Biden, it's like they're trying to make their ticket sound as much like Osama bin Laden as possible. We found the 2 guys in America whose names matched up most closely with the person we hate more than anyone in the world, and they put them on the bumper stickers. Very good thinking. I think that showed improvement, right? I know. What are you laughing? What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing about your hair.
Oh, about my hair? It's his birthday tomorrow. It's going to be a big show. 50th birthday. Right. 50 years. Tomorrow, we send you back to Mexico.
Oh, my God. No way, Jose.
Anyway, I want to thank all those people I couldn't have done this monologue without over the years. Snooki, Charlie Sheen, Honey Boo Boo, the Kardashians, and, of course, former President Golfy McNuggets. Meanwhile, in Washington, federal investigators are still tracking down the criminals who stormed the Capitol 3 weeks ago. About 150 have been charged so far, and the tips keep pouring in. The FBI reportedly received more than 200,000 photos and videos of the crimes. And one of the reasons why they've been able to identify the people in the photos and videos is because many of them posted the pictures on social media themselves, like a burglar who stops to sign the guest book before he makes away. This is good and dumb, too. Someone in D.C. rented their place out on Airbnb and then saw the people who booked it on camera, on the Ring Cam, boasting about how they stormed the Capitol. And then he wrote this review. When Melissa booked my Airbnb, she claimed it was for a history sightseeing trip, but instead she and her guests made history by participating in the most horrific attack on our democracy, et cetera, et cetera. I wouldn't recommend renting to Melissa. Sorry, Melissa. Your next vacation rental will have bars on it. And one guy from Texas, a gentleman named Garrett Miller, according to the FBI, Garrett posted a 14-second-long video with the caption, "From Inside Congress." And to put the icing on the idiot cake, he posted a photo of himself in Congress on his Facebook page. And that resulted in an amusing court filing, which read, after Miller posted the selfie above showing him inside the U.S. Capitol building, an individual on Facebook commented, "Bro, you got in? Nice." To which Miller replied, "Just wanted to incriminate myself a little, LOL." Well, LOL indeed. I think that's the first recorded case of selfie incrimination. There are so many examples of this kind of thing. One guy texted a photo of himself to his girlfriend's brother. The brother is a federal agent. And Some women are using dating apps to catch these dopes. This is a friend of a friend changed her preference on Bumble to conservative. She's matching with MAGA bros, and they're bragging and sending her pics and videos of them in the Capitol. She's sending them to the FBI. Catfish in a barrel. This is alarming. For those of you who have the new iPhone 12 and need help keeping your heart beating, an ominous alert from Apple warning customers to keep their iPhone 12 at least 6 inches away from their pacemaker. They say it's important to do this because the new phone has magnets and radios that emit electromagnetic fields that could potentially interfere with an implanted medical device like a pacemaker. Is there anything from last year that isn't trying to kill us? Please. And while this is concerning for Apple, it's very good news for their competitors, in particular, Cricket Wireless, who today unveiled their new slogan, "Cricket won't make your heart stop." In other technology news, Twitter last night said goodbye to the MyPillow guy, Mike Lindell, the... Are you just on auto clap now? Is that what's going on? Mike Lindell, the MyPillow guy, is kicked off Twitter for posting the election was rigged over and over again. Twitter had enough. Can you imagine 10 years ago if I told you a former crackhead pillow executive would be kicked off Twitter for helping Donald Trump overthrow the government? I mean, I feel like we're not fully appreciating the comedy here. Imagine if one of Biden's closest advisors was the guy who invented the shake weight. We wouldn't let that. It's incredible. If you wrote this character, you would get an award for it. MyPillow, the company right now, is having a tough go. Business is suffering as many big box stores will take his product off their shelves. People are tired of the nonsense, and it's time to say goodbye to MyPillow and say hello to something more inclusive.
It's a new era in Washington. Time for a new beginning. A new spirit of unity and common purpose. Time for a new pillow. Our pillow. Snugger together.
Available at no more Walgreens.
All right, you know what? When they pill low, we pill high. That's right. The Senate impeachment trial is set to begin 2 weeks from yesterday. Today, only 5 Republicans today voted in favor of the trial, which means there's no chance Trump will be convicted. Even Mitch McConnell, who specifically said Trump provoked the crowd, voted against it. I knew he should have been suspicious when he did the right thing. That was a sign. Some Republicans say impeachment would divide the nation even more. Some make the ridiculous claim it's unconstitutional to convict a president after he leaves office. But of all the silly arguments from that side, the one that makes the least amount of sense comes from Trump's former ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley.
I don't even think there's a basis for impeachment. I mean, the idea that they're even bringing this up, they didn't even have a hearing in the House. Now they're going to turn around and bring about impeachment, yet they say they're for unity. I mean, they beat him up before he got into office. They're beating him up after he leaves office. I mean, at some point, give the man a break.
Yeah, Your Honor, people were screaming at him when he broke into the bank. They were screaming at him when he robbed the bank. The police caught him robbing the bank. It's enough already. Move on. This is the tough on crime party. This is the party that investigated Benghazi for over 2 years. We still don't know what Benghazi is. This is the man who still hasn't admitted he lost the election. Move on. It's been almost a week. We got to move on from this. Meanwhile, another Trump apologist is plotting her political future. I mentioned last night, Sarah Huckabee Sanders is running for governor in Arkansas, her home state. Her dad was governor there for 11 years, so she has some very big feet to fill. But she picked up a major endorsement.
Today, I announce my candidacy for governor of Arkansas. Our state needs a leader with the courage to do what's right, not what's politically correct or convenient. As your governor, I will not be intimidated by the serious challenges we face. I'm fighting for you. I will not retreat. I will not surrender. As governor, I will defend our freedom and lead with heart. I hope you will stand with me. May God bless America, and may God bless the great state of Arkansas.
Yeah, no. honestly have no idea what that means. Last night, I explained in detail how difficult it is here in California to get an appointment for a COVID vaccination. So after tens of hours online, we were able to get them from my in-laws, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law. We got them at two different places, an hour drive apart. My mother-in-law had her appointment this morning at El Camino College down in the South Bay. When she got there, they told her they gave the employees 2 days off, and no one was there to give any shots, and they'd try to work her in on Thursday or Friday. So things are going great here. Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris got her second dose of the vaccine today, and the woman who gave it to her also gave us the unintentional joke of the day.
How was that?
When are you going to put it in?
I hear that a lot.
Sorry, honey, I didn't know they could. People are ready to be done with this. People are tired of being at home. Some are starting to let their guard down in surprisingly stupid ways. There was an outbreak of COVID. At least 15 people were infected after going to a birthday party for a cat. For real. And here's the thing, I get it. You've been isolated for months. You're avoiding gatherings. You're eating at the counter in the kitchen every meal. And then an evite to a cat's birthday hits your inbox, and you're just like, will attend. Next thing you know, you're eating a slice of tuna fish cake. That happened in Chile, by the way, not Florida. Here's an item from the Sunshine State. There was an important update in the case of Mastergate. Today, a federal judge has ordered that the video of New England Patriots owner Bob Kraft, in which he is allegedly nude, oiled, and exposing his pigskin, be destroyed so that it will never be seen by human eyes, which I'm okay with. For me, that's right near the top of things that should never be seen with human eyes. So now, if you want to watch someone pleasure an old man, just watch MSNBC's coverage of Joe Biden. No drama. Thank you. This administration is very different. Yesterday, the White House corrected a story that said President Biden had removed Trump's famous Diet Coke button from the Oval Office. They say that did not happen. He did not have the button removed, but he did do away with the fried chicken catapult. So a former White House official said Trump wouldn't even use that button very much. He'd still call the guy in and ask for a Diet Coke, which I think that's worse. That means he had a Diet Coke button on his desk and still said, hey, will you get me a Diet Coke? Just push the button. The right-wing media is in a bit of a tailspin right now without Trump. They're not sure what to do and what to talk about. They spent last week making up new conspiracy theories. Tucker Carlson accused CNN of dropping their COVID tracker now that Biden's president, which they didn't. But now millions of the old white people who watch him believe that they did. And one of the weird conspiracy theories that's been going around involves me. So back in 2014, we had a segment on the show where we went out in the street and asked people if they knew who Joe Biden was. And a lot of people didn't, even though he'd been vice president for like 6 years. And the conspiracy theorists have jumped on this. This is a post from Reddit that claims our show removed the video from YouTube to help Biden win the election. It's propaganda war, which is very silly because unless they're super popular, we take most of the videos down because they're old. And this was one of them. I'd actually forgotten we did this, and in hindsight, it's even more interesting to look at. So in the interest of bipartisan unity, please enjoy people on the street not knowing who Joe Biden was in 2014.
Who is Joe Biden?
I have no idea.
Do you want to take a guess?
A man.
Who is Joe Biden?
Joe Biden. Wasn't he our governor?
I think he's a governor or something.
Joe Biden, I don't know, terrorist group, like not terrorist.
Who is Joe Biden?
No comment.
Who is Joe Biden?
Who is Joe Biden? I have no idea.
Do you know who our vice president is?
No, I don't.
You want to take a guess?
Condoleezza Rice?
That's
Is it? Am I right?
Mhm.
Wow, okay.
it. First female black vice president.
Joe Biden is a senator.
How do you know that he's a senator?
From references and from news and casually reading newspapers or coming across things on the internet, to be completely honest.
Joe Biden. Is he a movie star?
I don't know. The guy Joe Biden, he is a
Republican, and he's going to be president soon, I'm assuming.
Do you think he's someone who would be a friend of Obama's?
No, he looks like he probably will oppose things Obama's
How
doing
come?
it with. I'm basically going off skin color right now, to be honest with you. I have heard them bashing him and saying that he's not supporting the Democratic Party or whatever like that, so.
Who is Joe Biden?
Joe Biden? I don't know who that is.
If I show you a picture, does that help at all? Who is this man?
Oh, Joe. I've seen him in movies.
What movie?
In some movies, but I don't know.
What movies? Like, what are some of them?
I cannot tell you. Is he gonna be here?
Pineapple Express?
Would that be? Oh, yeah, he's that old dude.
Do you know who anyone is right now?
I'm really.
Yeah, he's coming into town today or something like that, right?
He is.
He's like the assistant president or something.
That's right, he's the assistant president.
right? Yeah.
He got a promotion. Thanks for watching. If you liked that video, click the subscribe button. And if you didn't like it, well, you hurt my feelings.